A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the third of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season. Game will be played there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On play action, Lawrence.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
We're scoreless after 1.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. The Jaguars now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jags post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Etienne once more.
A beautiful fake. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamal Agnew,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get...
Here's a diving catch right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Wilson will throw again.
Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A give running right, Etienne.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A give to Etienne running right.
Down to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going off it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 73 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From midfield now, Lawrence finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Wilson on 1st down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return. return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
ETN up the middle.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. In motion left goes Jones. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamal Agnew with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but they're... And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jaguars,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6